When in nature, you will see other natural elements. You will feel them. That would be wind. Wind is alive. It is the same element as your breath. It moves. It spreads. You have to water the plants, the nature. You have water within you. The fire. This is the passion for life, the warmth, the love for life. Observe this in plants, how much they love life. Watch the bees and butterflies, how much they enjoy their freedom, how much they coexist with each other. They help the plants, and the plants feed the insect kingdom. How wonderful is that? No one is encroaching on another. No pain, no hurt. Joy, variety, colors, happiness, freedom, community. There is so much that spending time in nature will teach you, or more so remind you. Because it's not something that you don't know. It is already within you. It is just this so-called civilized society that likes to package everything. It has to have a package, a label, and a barcode to be scanned. When something doesn't have that, so-called civilized society calls it old-fashioned. And the old-fashioned title carries a negative connotation. Well, this is a programming. Because in actuality, that exact thing you're seeking is old-fashioned. It takes you back to where you come from. And it actually will take you forward to where you should go, to the new earth, where things will be done in a natural, old-fashioned way, without chemicals, without greed, without domination, but old-fashioned way. Community, respect, joy, cleanliness, purity, understanding, and compassion. These are to look forward to. And being in the natural environment makes you believe more that this is real, that this is possible. Because the more we spend time in this civilized society, it is difficult to see that compassion. Try to be on the road at rush hour on a busy highway. Not much compassion. Lots and lots of anger that could trigger even a very peaceful light worker. How about certain places, shopping centers? You will not always see that compassion and understanding. It is usually everybody for themselves, which is also okay. But people tend to become automatons, where even in the most dangerous situations, it is very rare for someone to go and assist another. They would rather pull out the phone, take pictures and videos, than actually help. So this is already deep within the person to lose connection from brain to heart. In cataclysmic events, they videotape themselves instead of taking time to pray. As the time goes by, this separation will keep thickening. Those automatons, they will not be inspired by nature because it is anti-nature. The light worker is supposed to work with light, with something that is easy, something that is natural, with something that shares, and with something that is unconditionally loving. When you look at flowers, they do not take anything from you. Yeah, you may think, well, I water them, so they take my water. But in actuality, this water belongs to the planet, so it is not ours. When we water them, when we take care of them, they provide joy to our hearts. This joy, this smile, this healing through the color vibrations is so valuable that you can't put any amount on it. We can go and buy them, but we pay to the store that sells them, but the value of its essence is very, very high. Think about how it was produced, how it's existing. Its DNA goes back to the same creator that created you. The seedling is carrying the same love for life, the same fire, the same light as you. So spending time with another, if you want to call it brother, sister, plant of yours, will expand your heart and love for the living creatures. And this living life is plenty in the new earth. It will be easier for you to recognize it there if you practice here. We don't know what the future will bring. We don't know exactly what will happen tomorrow. The prophecies, some happen, some don't happen, and this is because we change. We also manipulate the outcomes by changing ourselves, which is good. Manipulation doesn't always mean bad. If we manipulate to not make a deadly outcome, but to avoid it in order to live and create goodness, then manipulating in this case is a good thing. So those prophecies that became so famous, people are expecting, so they're feeding this narrative more and more, they could just as well create this outcome. It's as if people want to die. People want drama. They don't understand how good it feels to be alive, how good it feels to be with other forms of life who love to live. From plants to insects to animals. And then when you're able to perceive the elementals, we're talking about fairies and others, some of you have seen them. Some of you know that they exist. They're on higher realms because they vibrate higher. The only time you can perceive them is when you vibrate higher and you're attracted to them, or they're attracted to you. What would you do if you get in contact with one of them? Whatever your answer is, would be the reason why they are in your life or they're not in your life. And then the next step would be your other brothers and sisters from higher realms. These are from the non-physical realm. Again, the non-physical to us because we can't see them. To their realm, they're very, very physical. It's just from their perspective, we are super dense. In order to meet them, it is advisable for us to go halfway, and then we can meet each other. Many of you have this cosmic connection. You know you're not originally from here. You know you have relatives in this galaxy, in other galaxies. How else do you connect with them? You know they love nature too, because it's pure form of divine goodness. So please, take advantage of a natural way to connect. This communion is going to reveal something about you that will activate and open remembrance of more. This treasure has been hidden for thousands of years, and in some cases even longer, for these times. Guess for whom? For you. For the one who wants to become aware. For the one who is asking. Whether it is one flower, a potted plant, a tree, whatever it is. Whether you do it on your balcony, in your backyard, in your relative's place, or just spend time in a park. Even if you live in a desert. Nature elements are everywhere. Because you are on the planet Earth. There is one important element that I mentioned, but I just want to emphasize more, is the element of light. It is in all living beings. This element is what procreates, whether through inspiration or whether through producing another one of you, through birth process, through ideas, through actions, or through projections of your third eye. However you're doing it, it is only possible for those who have the element of light. So for as long as you have it, whether you are in the body or you leave the body, cherish and appreciate the light within you. It is good, and it will take you to all good places. And hopefully, rather sooner than later, we will all meet. That would be awesome. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, comment or email. Blessings beyond.